were too sweet for me until I stumbled along the river and fell in. The snake's back on his feet, walking down the street. He's coming for you, but baby, I'm coming too. I'm gonna fight. I'm gonna fight. I'm gonna fight for your love. I'm gonna fight. I'm gonna fight. I'm gonna fight for your love. I'm gonna fight. I'm gonna fight. I'm gonna fight for your love.
Hello, everybody. It is February 27th, 2023. I'm Drew,
I'm Tara.
and this is MELLONfights, America's number one, Tara, number one sibling sports and entertainment butthole podcast.
Man, I hope someday we can erase the butthole because now, like, my boss knows that I have a pod and she, I think, listened to it and it starts off real hot with that butthole.
Oh, she's heard it now?
Yeah.
Well, what's-
And she's like telling people about it. I'm like, oh man.
But did she enjoy it?
She just listened to like a little bit of it.
So no.
Probably because she heard butthole and it
Well-
scared her.
Well, we tend to say the word and talk about them
Well-
here and there.
Well, every time because we talk about it being the number one.
Well, we don't usually talk about it very much.
Yeah.
We usually move on. Here's the thing: is we got to be something. We got to be number one in something.
Yeah.
I know what we are number one in, and that's Tara opening her soda on camera, on audio, but which is annoying. But if it's okay, if she were to maybe do it as some sort of, audio experience, but she just does it and moves on with her day.
I think the fans love it. They're
I
just waiting for you to get mad.
I don't know that they love it.
I
I don't know that they love it.
think they do.
I don't know if they
They're
do.
like, where's that dew? Where's that dew sound?
Was that Mountain Dew?
It's kind of like, in those little critter books you always find, like the cricket and the frog or something, or the mouse and the cricket.
No,
They're that's like that.
I don't
You
know what that is.
Those little critter books when you're a kid, and there's always a hidden mouse or cricket.
Like in the picture?
Yeah.
What's going on here? I feel like I'm quiet. Do I seem quiet to you?
Mm-mm.
All right. Hopefully I don't have to do too much post to this. I really don't know what you're talking about, though.
Oh. Well, I bet it looks like
If I
a
saw
little,
it, maybe.
It looks like a little critter, and I think he has
The
like
book
a
itself?
mom and a dad. Yeah, he's a little critter.
The book looks like a critter.
No, the little guy in the book is a critter. Google it.
Like it's one of the... I like the interactive books. Where like it's a worm, and you're crawling through the book, and like each page, and like...
The Hungry Little Caterpillar.
Sure, that's a version of it that I like.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know why there wasn't more books like that growing up.
Yeah.
Where it was like, because those were the best. Obviously, pop-up books were fire. How good is a pop-up book? Damn, do they still make pop-up books?
I thought pop-ups were fine. I like the ones that you could like move stuff and pull
Yeah, that's
it.
a pop-up book.
Oh, yeah.
Pop-up books either popped up or you move stuff. That was my point. Is like books that are interactive.
Yeah, that's
And then there was the ones where there was buttons and it made noise. You press the button. Do those exist still?
I don't know. We didn't really have many of those because those were for the rich kids.
Well, I feel like they were at our babysit. We never had really, like they'd be at our babysitters and stuff like that, or at school.
Yeah.
From the library, whatever. Well, Tara. Well, so this week we're trying out the next iteration. Iteration, is that the word?
Yeah.
Iteration?
Cash Lambo.
What is the word iteration?
I think so.
I can't be sure of it. I gotta look it up. Sounds weird coming out of my mouth.
I think it's right.
Iteration.
It's right.
Iteration. The repetition of a process or utterance.
Yeah. It's a repetition of a character, and it's just like a little change of it.
All right. So this
We
is the
can
next
say-
iteration of Cash Lambo. I
Mhm.
took to heart some of the comments I got. One comment was, "Let the chest hair fly." Well, it wasn't actually. It was like it said that the vest should be open.
Yeah.
I didn't want to wear the vest again
Mm-hmm.
yet. I could go back to it if we find it's the best move. I don't have any other vests, so I decided to open up the shirt at least. It's buttoned at the bottom just to
Oh.
keep it together a little bit.
Just to
I don't
hide
need.
your
I don't
cavernous belly button.
no, leave my button alone. Leave my button out of this.
Okay.
But I figured, so this week I kind of went the route of Macho Man Randy Savage, Shawn
Ooh.
Michaels the Heartbreak Kid, a little more colorful characters.
Pineapple
Even
Pete.
Pineapple Pete. Even, of course, Pineapple Pete. You throw Pineapple Pete before I get to the real stuff? Come on. Now I can't put up a clip. Nobody cares about Pineapple Pete. We care about Pineapple Pete, and that's the end of it. I do like
know.
Pineapple Pete. I do want to talk to you about wrestling. Hold on. But also, like in the vein of stepping on my shit, Tara. Stepping on my
sorry.
line.
I'm
What's your
sorry.
problem?
I didn't
But
know
also,
that it was.
also another Mick Foley, really, dude, love that sort of vein of like the colorful character. So, what do we think? This
I
this
like this
feels a
one.
little more Cash Lambo-esque, I would say.
Yeah, and
I
it
think it
just
matches
feels
the
a little
name
more
better.
you.
It definitely feels more me. I guess it's how you interpret Cash Lambo.
Yeah.
I could see the last one being Cash Lambo. A dude that is like is rad as his name Cash.
I think like Cash Lambo is like a
He's
dude that
fast.
just kind of hangs out with
No.
on the beach.
No way. Cash Lambo sounds like he's into Johnny Cash and he likes to drive fast. That's the guy that wears black. I feel like last week might be Cash Lambo. Or if you do is like, I'm Cash Lambo. And I'm just like a little, flamboyant and fun.
I think this is like a more fun-loving character.
Yeah, but like my favorite wrestlers of all time, it's hard to say. It's hard to say what I want out of it. I do like Stone Cold Steve Austin, I do like Mick Foley as Mankind or
But don't you
Cactus
feel like
Jack.
this is kind like this Cash Lambo's a new kind of wrestler who's just fun-loving and
There's a million of those out there. What are you talking about?
Ooh.
I just named them. Macho Man Randy Savage. Shawn Michaels the Heartbreak Kid. Dude Love. A million more that exist now. A million more.
Shawn Michaels was not all about love. He kicked people in the face.
Yeah, it's called wrestling. Guess what? Cash Lambo's gonna have to put the hammer down sometimes. Even though he's just a manager,
gosh,
I'm still gonna have a finishing move.
I need you to kick people in the face or get kicked in the face.
Tara's favorite thing about wrestling is face kicks. Shawn Michaels would be her favorite. It's weird because the face kick, the sweet chin music that Shawn Michaels did, basically ended people's lives. But nowadays, people get kicked in the face 20 times in a match and they just get up. I hate it. Getting kicked in the face was like the ultimate finisher back in the day.
Mm-hmm. Or I do love a good V trigger too, a good knee in the face.
Sure. I mean, even Hulk Hogan, pretty colorful and flamboyant.
Yeah, you're right. Ultimate Warrior. Look at all that color.
Exactly.
I loved him.
I'm in the vein of that's what I want. I think I want to be in the vein of the 80s and 90s. That's what this is more now. Where my last one was Attitude Era WWE, I think. So I think this could work.
I do love Attitude though. Suck it. Like
absolutely
that type of stuff.
I mean, I do think
it was a good one.
You're not wrong though. It does have a Pineapple Pete vibe. I don't have a problem with calling out I thought about Pineapple Pete as I was putting this shirt on.
We're both floral today.
So I wanted to talk to you about this, but I didn't get a chance to. I think we should do a wrestling podcast, but I just don't know if I could get you to watch the episodes every week.
Yes, I can. I will.
If I could get you to do it, we would, because I think it would be popular, Terry. You don't get a lot of ladies that watch wrestling. You definitely don't get a lot of ladies that talk about wrestling. And you were like, when I brought up the wrestling, you know what I was talking about without me even having to you knew what I meant by, you brought up the Undertaker that was riding motor Harleys down to the fucking ring and shit. You knew about it, and you watch AEW not as much as you used to since you don't live with me, but
I know. But when I watch it, I love it.
When you watch it, you love it. So I think we could I think it could be fun. I think it's something we could do. Might even replace this forever. I don't care.
Okay.
It could become that. People aren't going to like that, aren't wrestling fans. So maybe we'll have, if it's worth our time, we'll do both.
Yeah.
We'll do both. Maybe we'll get some actual listeners if we do wrestling. There'll be people that care about it. I don't know. I do appreciate our 30 listeners we have now. You're the best. I'll name them all right now, the ones I can think of. Randy, you're great. Miranda, you're great.
Ooh.
Mom, you're great. Nope, not Dad. Is he back at it yet, or is he still not listening?
No, he
Trin,
isn't.
I don't know if Trin is back. He listens, but he sometimes will fall behind and he has to catch back
Yep.
up. Trin,
Dave.
Randu, I said, Dave, Jimmy.
Today, Dave told me Dad doesn't have a list, but I'm like, I know my hearing's back.
Oh, so he's at that episode. That's funny.
I don't know.
Jimmy, Emily. I bet there's ones I don't know about. Michael?
Yeah.
We know about Michael now. Then
My
there's the
friend
clip.
Juan listens.
Your friend who?
Juan.
Juan? I don't know.
I don't know
Juan.
if he listens a ton, but he's made comments where I'm like, he listens. He
I don't know
actually
Juan.
watches and he doesn't just listen to clips.
I know I'm forgetting people and I feel bad about it. I'm trying to think of other people that have emailed us in the past.
Brandy did, but you know, she got married, so I don't know if she listens
Yeah, I think
anymore.
she gave up. I think she gave up on it. I think she was tired of our bullshit. Too much testosterone from both of us.
Yeah, I do have a lot.
Yeah, that's why you like to talk about wrestling.
Yeah.
Oh, hold on. So we talked about doing this, but then I was like, oh, we can't do it because I think. But we're gonna do something that. Oh, Ashley. Well, I don't know if Ashley listens. I think they just watched the clips. Ashley and Adam. We're gonna do Adam's idea.
True. I wanted to make that a big thing, and both of us do it.
Well, I can't. Why? We can do it a million times. Because you're gonna go out and find
I would have went
beer.
and got some beer.
I had a beer I have a beer in the fridge. I've never had it.
I would have saved a beer that I drank yesterday.
No.
That I had never tried.
Well, guess what? You can do it next week. What are you talking about? We can do it all the time. You don't want to make it a big thing. I happen to
make it like a segment.
Yeah, every week
that we both do.
Not at the
just
same time.
You
no,
we're not going to want to.
Well,
no, like the one that we drink at the same time, so then we can discuss
we're not. Then we got to go out and find the same beer at the same time.
That's fun.
That's not how I wanted to do it.
That's fun.
We'll just take turns having a beer. Like, hey, I have a beer. I'm going to compare it to a movie now.
You're no fun.
I'm not no fun. I'm doing it. You can't stop me. It's here.
Well, then I'm going to take a drink of bourbon and tell you what I think.
That's fine. Go get some bourbon.
I have some right here. So eat a wiener.
Do you?
Yeah.
Have you had it
before? No, it's called Buffalo Trace, and I know people drink it, but I've never tried it.
Well, what are we talking about here? Then fine. That's what you'll do. What are we doing here?
Go.
We got to have something. We got nothing prepared for the week. We don't have a movie for you.
Well, you could have said, go get a beer and we'll talk about beers.
I looked in the fridge before we started recording and realized I had some beer I never had. It's been in my fridge for like 5 months. Shut it. So what am I supposed to do? I'm supposed to compare it to a movie?
You don't even know what you're supposed to do.
Yes. So what? What's your point? I'm going to still do it.
Yeah, you're supposed to compare it. It's like, I don't remember that much because it was, you're going to take a drink and compare it to
a movie.
I
know. That's all I got to do.
Yeah.
Okay. So this is a New Glarus Brewing Company. It's their Nectar Ale 2022. It doesn't sound like something Cash Lambo would like, but Cash Lambo's going to try it. What if Cash Lambo talks in third person for sure?
Oh, okay.
What do we think of that?
This might be a Cash Lambo beer with this outfit. Nectar, you're wearing like a Hawaiian shirt.
I mean, I'm trying to decide if it's going to have a nectar taste to it or if they're just saying nectar, like a generic.
No, it's gonna be like floral and juicy. That's my guess.
Should I read what it is or just taste it?
And it's going to remind you of Beverly Hills, Chihuahua. That's my guess.
Okay. So let's see here. Sweet nuances of Bavarian heritage Geisenheim grapes. I don't know what that means. Harvested in New York. Geisenheim grapes harvested in New York doesn't sound correct. Dance effortlessly. I can't say the word effortlessly. With malted barley and raw wheat in this unexpected celebration of traditional alembic brewing methods. Here we go. Nectar Ale 2022, New Glarus Brewing. I can start with the smell. Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, it smells like vinegar.
Oh, okay.
I don't know about that. It It's got like a vinegar vibe to it. If that's going to be any indication. All right, let me taste this bad bitch. Should I ASMR it too?
Yeah.
Okay. Here we go. It's going to taste good. Or bad. We'll see. Ooh. No. It really just kind of tastes like a cider. I'm going to be totally honest.
Oh.
It just tastes like a cider, like big time cider vibes. So I'm going to compare it to Cider House Rules. Is that what the movie's called? Cider House Rules?
So. I think so.
No, I got to compare it to, okay, so it's like kind of cidery. It's sweet. It's very sweet. Very cidery.
Yeah. I thought it would be juicy.
Like, it's very sweet and cidery. I don't even know how else to describe it. It's like,
would you say it's juicy?
It's juicy. It is. It tastes like I'm sucking on an apple.
Oh.
It tastes like I'm sucking on an apple that someone soaked in a beer for a couple days.
Okay.
Hold on. Is that basically what cider is?
Yes.
Ooh. It's tangy. It's got some zap. I don't know if it's sweet. Okay, so what kind of movie? I got to compare this to a movie.
Yeah.
It's apple-y. It's sweet.
Tangy.
It's not really I wouldn't call it tangy.
Okay.
Tangy's the wrong word. It's got some sweetness. It's just kind of sweet. It's kind of one note sweet. Is it disgusting? No, but I'm not feeling like I'm beering out. So what is it? What movie is that, Tara? Hold on. Let me compare it here. Hold on.
Okay, it's one note, so it's not a
one note, kind of sweet. One note, kind of sweet.
What about like a romantic little
I'm trying to
comedy
think of something
that's
like
good, but it's not great?
Yeah, I'm trying to think of something like that. Kind of sweet, kind of one note, kind of good, kind of like watchable, even though it's that the whole way through. But I probably wouldn't watch it a second time.
Oh, okay.
I don't think I'd watch it a second time. But I think maybe, yeah. So I'm trying to think of what did I watch? I kind of liked, but I was like, nah. Would I watch it again though? It's kind of silly and sweet and kind of one note. I'm gonna compare it to. Man, I don't know, Tara. Can you think of anything that kind of fits that description so I can kind of get my brain popping off?
Maybe like Never Been Kissed?
No, I didn't like that movie.
Okay.
I guess I don't like this beer that much either, though. It kind of reminds me of some of the Sandler movies that aren't the best, but I kind of can watch them, all the way through just because it's got like that Sandler sweetness to it.
So,
but it's kind of one note the whole way through.
Could it be 50 First Date?
No, that's a little too good, a little too fun. I think it's the one where Just Go With It.
Oh.
Is that the one where him and
and they, yep.
Where he takes the
Jennifer
Aniston's family with them. They both have families and they go pretend like they're they basically go travel together because oh no, I'm sorry. Yeah. I'm confusing two. No.
Are you thinking of Blended?
Blended is the one where they travel together. Yeah. Well, no, I don't. This is not Blended. This is more like. No, it's Blended. This is Blended. I'm gonna say this is makes me think of the Adam Sandler classic Blended, because it's got like a little sweetness to it.
Not that good though.
Not that good though. A little bitter bite to it because of that beer taste. But it's from New Glarus Brewing, which a lot of they put out a lot of beers that a lot of people like, and a lot of people don't like them all, and sometimes they're pretty generic. So I'm gonna go with Blended by Adam Sandler, because it's also like a blend of a beer and a cider, because they're calling it a beer, but it's really got a cider vibe to it. So Blended.
I like it.
I think that went pretty well, Adam.
Do too.
Thank you.
I do too. Should I get some whiskey or no?
If you want to. We're
I
supposed to
will
compare.
try
What are you
it.
supposed to do with that?
I think it was like a
I
bad
can't wait for you to have a fucking a breakup.
bad like Hollywood
A
breakup.
bad Hollywood
Yeah.
breakup. Yeah,
So
yeah,
let
yeah.
me just grab the 2 that I have and figure out which one I'm gonna try.
Just tell me what they are. I can tell you.
Vamp.
Oh, I'll vamp for sure. Maybe I'll try to cut a promo. I'm gonna cut a little promo while Tara's gone for wrestling this week, perhaps. Maybe. Oh, I'm supposed to be coming after Kenny Omega. Listen up, Kenny Omega. Cash Lambo here. Cash Lambo doesn't think you still got it. You've been in the game for a little too long, Kenny Omega. Kenny Omega, you think you're the sweeper? You think you're the trios champion of AEW? You got nothing on the Lambo, the Cash Lambo. Man, I don't know about this. I wasn't a great promo, Tara. I was trying to cut a promo against Kenny Omega, but you came back before I could really get into it.
Okay. So here
I can't just start saying. I gotta have like I gotta know what the storyline is so I can like bounce off of it. You know, Buffalo Trace. Where'd you get that from?
Trace. Travis gave it to me, and then.
Oh wow, someone's trying to get you drunk.
Okay, shut up. And then Woodford Reserve.
What are they? Just regular? What
The
Woodford
Woodford Reserve is
that?
it's a Kentucky straight wheat whiskey, and then Buffalo Trace.
It's a wheat.
It's a Kentucky straight bourbon whiskey.
Okay, you do the bourbon.
Bourbon?
Do the bourbon.
Okay.
They're both a little different. Do the Buffalo Trace.
I lost the cap to it.
Did he get them to you so you could do this game?
A rum chata. No, I've had them for a while. I have a rum chata cap on it because.
Oh, these were at Dad and Mom's house.
Yeah.
And you decided to bring them with you?
Yeah, I'm gonna do it on the rock. Here's a little ice.
Oh no! That's not. You gotta sip it straight for your first taste of it.
All right.
But then you could have kept the ice cubes around so you could, if you didn't, to chill it a little.
Wow.
But yeah, if you want to taste it, you just gotta do a little dry sip. You guys can see the professional bartender. Oh, she poured herself a whole ass shot there. She poured herself a whole shot.
I think that
to taste it? Not really.
All right.
Not really.
It smells like
You don't have to tell me what it smells like.
You said what yours smelled like.
Oh yeah, that's fair.
It kind of smells a little bit like nail polish remover.
Yeah, that's
a little
lot of
sweet,
alcohols.
a little sweet nail polish remover.
Sure.
Okay. I let it dance on my tongue a little bit. Ooh.
Your eyes said not fun. Do you like it?
It's burning as it goes down my esophagus.
Mm-hmm.
And my tongue, since I swished it, it's kind of going numb.
Okay.
Which I don't know if that was the right choice because I don't know if my taste buds taste. I'm going to go for a second sip.
Yeah.
This is going to be hard.
Well, what's the vibe?
Because, I don't have any, I'm not feeling any, flavor.
Well, we had to talk. There you go. That's how you think of it. We got to talk through it. A flavorless couple. They're like, why are they even dating? Before they, what is this flavorless? It's not really boring, though.
No.
It burns.
It burns. It has a lot going on. I'm trying to see if I can taste something with my breath. I don't hate it.
Yeah.
This one might be harder. I'm going to say I need another sip.
Oh. So this is going back for thirds. So she can get that flavor profile. What's it doing to your body? What's the vibe is giving you?
It's not really making me feel that good.
So did maybe it's a couple that went while they were dating, people like, what the fuck?
Yeah, but then when they broke up, it was kind of like, why? It didn't make sense, but it kind of made sense.
I don't know what that means. What's it got to do with how you drank it? What do you mean, why?
Why?
Why
Like,
did you drink that?
why did I drink it? Or like, why did they break up?
I feel like it's like one. I think we got to go with this. It's like it's a couple that people were kind of like, you know, they weren't like, what the fuck's going on? Why is this going on? But at the same time, while it's going on, there's kind of like a sexiness and hotness to it. You know, kind of like Angelina Jolie and Billy Bob Thornton sort of vibe. You know what I mean? That's what I'm saying. You know what I'm saying? Like when it's going on, people are like, "What's going on?" But when you really think about it, they were into it, and it was kind of hot. Like, hey, here's blood. Here's your blood around my neck. That's kind of wild.
And then like,
I mean,
Machine
I'm sure they had
Gun
some
Kelly and Megan.
That just ended, right?
Nuts. Yeah. Well, they're still kind of together.
Yeah.
But that could be it.
No.
Or it could be Army Hammer.
No, I think you gotta go something like older school, like I'm saying, like where it was like
okay.
Just because it's bourbon, it's got a little more age to it, you know.
Oh,
not just the breakup of the moment. That's boring.
I know. What about?
I think what I said was closer, so you can find something maybe like that.
What about? I was gonna say something, but they made sense.
Who?
Pamela Anderson and Tommy Lee.
Why did we say it can't make sense? I forgot what you had said.
I don't know.
It burns. Because it burns a little. Like, what the hell? Maybe just something that starts out with a like kind of flavor. You said you couldn't really taste anything, right?
Mm-hmm.
No, you don't really think it has flavor, but it like burns on the way down. Like it's got a little burn. Like, oh wow, it's burned a little longer than I thought. Maybe that's what you go for. Like, oh yeah. I'm surprised that's what it is, but they're still kicking.
What about?
They're still rolling.
This might be a weird one, but like, what about Gwen Stefani and Blake Shelton?
That's a good one.
Because
that makes a lot of sense.
The bourbon, and it's like, why are they together?
Weren't there other people involved at first too?
Well, they had other people in their lives.
Like
Miranda Lambert and
right. That's what I mean. So there was a little bit of burn to it and sting.
Yeah.
Like that alcohol.
Yeah.
Like it still burns, but it keeps on burning. You know.
Yeah.
There was real love behind it.
Yeah, and it's still burning. So I think that might be a good one. I think that's what it is.
So Buffalo Trace.
Buffalo Trace is.
It sounds like the Buffalo Trace sounds like something. I know. Sounds like
Blake
it.
Shelton.
Blake
Shelton. Oh, but they never broke up. It's supposed to be breakups. Oh yeah,
that's right. Fuck.
Well, what if we just change it?
What if it just becomes a couple?
Yes.
A celebrity couple. Let's just compare it to a celebrity couple.
Yep.
I like that one.
I do too.
I think that's what it is. So Buffalo Trace, you can't. The problem is all bourbons kind of do the same thing, Tara.
Well, maybe some will have a different taste.
Sure.
What if I mix it with?
Please don't.
Okay, you don't think it would be good?
Don't. She was gonna mix her Diet Dew with her Buffalo Trace. I mean, it wouldn't be all that different than like a little 7-Up and whiskey, but I wouldn't do it. You could throw a cube in it to like water it down a little bit and see if you like it later.
I don't think I want to drink anymore.
Okay. All right.
That last drink was not
that
it.
Segment was dedicated to Adam. What's Adam's last name?
Berg.
Doesn't matter. Adam Berg?
Mm-hmm.
Mr. Berg, thank you for our newest segment.
The beer one was good.
They both were good.
Yeah.
They both went really well. I got to finish this piece of shit, but
I am not going to.
This was a gift, and it was a nice gift from a friend, Deneen. We used to work with Deneen. Deneen gave it to Miranda. I don't remember why. I think she came over to hang out with her. She brought over beer like we talked about. She also broke the rule of don't bring over beer you don't know nothing about. But I think she likes it is why. I think she actually does like it. So I think that's
and she knows you're from Wisconsin, so she's like, oh,
yes,
he's
exactly.
Love
she
it.
thought little does she know I'm not a New Glarus Brewing guy. I think Spotted Cow is the most overrated beer that ever walked the face of the earth. That's my take. I'll put that out in the world. I never got it. It's like, oh, you can only get it in Wisconsin. I'm like, it's probably because it's not,
Yeah.
you know.
It's like kind of the hype of like bourbon and stuff too, where it's like they only sell a little bit of it and like they hyped it up. So now it's like this big money maker. And it all started that way. It did.
Yeah, but bourbon's good. Bourbon
Mm,
whiskey's good.
I just tried it, Drew.
Yeah, but you don't like liquor.
That's not
Straight
true.
liquor. You drink a lot of straight liquor? You sip on the liquor? Tara, if that would have been some vodka, you wouldn't have liked it. If that had been a little tequila sipping on, you wouldn't have liked it.
I would have liked tequila.
You like to sip on tequila now.
I'm sure if I tried, I'd like it. I like
Maybe
tequila.
that's what it is. Every week you try a different liquor. Maybe it's not
Mhm.
just bourbon. Maybe it's like, cool, I'm going to compare what tequila is
I could do that.
to a couple. My point is this. They're not the same. Plenty of people like bourbon. You can get it. And then like Kentucky bourbon's good. It's got its own vibe. The way they age it is good. It's got a lot of good flavor. I think that Spotted Cow is the most generic beer you can get that's beloved by people, and they like go out of their way to like pack their trunk with it before they leave Wisconsin. I'm like,
Weird.
relax. Do you want to know?
No. And you
I'm
know
a
what
beer-
else sucks about them?
What?
Their brewery is closed on the weekend, so you can't even go and enjoy like their patio and stuff like that. It's like you guys suck.
I'm not that mad
Why?
that their employees don't have to work on weekends. That's pretty cool. I like that.
Yeah, but it
But
sucks.
yeah, why? Who cares? Why does
I
anyone
work on the weekend. It's not a big deal.
okay. You haven't worked on weekend for years. You did for a little while there, but
I've worked on weekends more than you realize.
that's fine. My point is this.
It
I think it's
sucks.
cool that they are.
It's
I think it's fine.
overrated.
I think it's fine that they aren't open on the weekends and they get their employees their weekends off. That's fun. I like that. Why have a bunch of people working when you know if you're making a bunch of money, if you're making enough money, not being open on the weekends, don't be greedy and try to make more money. Why being a bitch about it? Come on, Tara, the little guy. What's your take?
My
You don't
take,
agree?
no, I think it would be like a fun thing, and it would be
It
fun
would
for the
be
people
fun.
that work there. Actually, having like people.
I guarantee they're psyched that they don't have to work weekends ever. Promise.
There. Probably.
Promise. They can go to any brewery. Cool. We'll go to a different brewery this weekend and have a good time.
Maybe it's just my jealousy coming out because I've never been able to go to it.
I just don't even care to go to it.
I know you don't like it. You think it's overrated.
Yep. Yes, I do. As does Dad. Dad doesn't care about New Glarus beer that much. You know how I know I don't care about it? Because I come back to Wisconsin. I never load up on it ever. I don't know if
No.
I've ever bought it. I'm trying to think if there's a New Glarus flavor I like. I love when we have weird episodes that people have never, and if someone's never heard us before, they're like, what the fuck are they even talking about? Like, who cares about this brewery I've never fucking heard of? You know?
Yeah.
Like, Adam put us on this. This is Adam's fault.
Yeah.
Our beers. I'm just gonna name if I like any of these beers. I don't care about Spotted Cow. I don't care about Two Women. Moon Man, I can handle. Raspberry Tart, I promise I don't like. Promise I don't like that, Tara. Would you probably agree with that?
I think I'd like raspberry tart.
What about Road Slush? I feel like Fat Squirrel I like. I like Fat Squirrel. It's a nut brown ale. It's a darker beer. I like Fat Squirrel. So that's my favorite New Glarus beer. Fat Squirrel. So there you go.
There you go. Do you want to talk sports now?
Yeah, we might as well. We're a sports and entertainment podcast. Can I start? Do you have something you want to start with, or can I move into something? I don't really care.
You can move in. I don't care.
I just want to talk about this fucking Alabama thing. I don't really want to necessarily talk about everything about it and what it is. You know, the Alabama. You know what I'm talking about, right? The Alabama basketball player. For those that don't know, that are just catching up, Alabama has a basketball player who's projected to go in like the top 5 in the NBA draft. And a guy he knew murdered somebody shot somebody with a gun, and the gun was with the basketball player, and he had to give it to him. Like he texted him like, "Hey, I need my gun. Can you bring it to me at like 1:30 in the morning?" And he did, and someone's dead from it. That's where we're at, and he hasn't been punished. He's playing games still. Even there's a investigate. I don't want to pretend like I know anything that's going on with any of that.
Yeah, because I was gonna
I
say,
don't.
did he text him to have him bring his gun?
Yeah, that's how he's like, or he called him, I guess. Whatever. He's admitted to that. That's not
Right.
being debated. He gave him his gun. He gave him his gun, and someone was then murdered with it that same within, I don't know, within the hour. I think something like that. Anyway, we're not here to even talk about that. That's not what I'm here to talk about.
Okay.
I'm not even here to talk about him not being punished. Like them hold him out of games just in case. A little bit I am, I guess. I don't understand that at all.
No.
However, I don't know if did you see his, they do the team. Did you see this?
Yeah.
They do the team. So anyway, if you guys don't know, in the NBA games, in basketball games, they do the starting lineup, and when they come out, there's usually a guy at the end of the line that does like a high five or like an
handshake.
intricate handshake
Yeah.
with the player. And this guy comes out and puts his arms up like he's gonna get patted down, and the other player pats him down like he's looking for a gun on him. Apparently, he's been doing this all year, which is fucked up anyway. Which is like, but the fact that he continues to do it, and the coach is like, "Oh, he won't do it again." This coach is a fucking loser.
Oh yeah.
But like, how can you not like get it through your head? Like that alone would make me go like, "Oh, this dumb fucker. I'm not drafting this guy because he can't get it." Like he thinks there's no way he doesn't realize how fucking stupid that is. He's doing it to be fucking cocky, like he's better than people. And listen, there's no way he didn't know what was going to be used. That gun was going to be used for at 1:30 in the morning. But also at the same time, it seemed like it's not like he was holding it for him. I think it got like left behind. He's like, "Hey, I need that." And he brought it to him. I don't know. This could easily turn into the Hernandez situation where it's like,
sure.
Like, you know what I'm saying? Where it's like someone else is doing his dirty work for him sort of shit. I don't want to say I know that's what it is, but the fact that he's so nonchalant about that says a lot about his character. I guess that's my point.
That's what I think too. And people were kind of looking at it because they said that he was going to play, which whatever. And then people were booing him, and he kind of just was still like real smirky and snarky on the court. And he had a really good game when he played, and people were kind of giving him props for it, saying that, oh, it shows that like he's unshakable and blah, blah, blah. I'm like, man, to me, it just made him seem like a psychopath.
Yes.
It's like, okay.
It's just like the Aaron, and I can compare it to the Aaron Hernandez thing because someone did die. Yeah. That guy was murdering people and going out and performing every week as a really awesome, excellent tight end in the NFL. Yeah. Don't fucking act like that doesn't, just because you play good, that is not to be applauded. He should actually kind of be fucked up in the head and be like worried and not just showing up.
And people thought like his draft stock went up because of it, because of how unshakable he was. And then this next thing happened a couple of games later where it showed him being frisked out and patted down. And just the way the schools handled it and what they say, it's so tone deaf, and I don't get it. And yeah, I just, it's terrible. And it's like, who are the adults in his corner listening or talking to him about this? Because they're sure not, even if he is completely innocent and he was just kind of like didn't realize what was going on.
Sure.
He should be handling this much differently.
A person's dead.
Yes.
Show some empathy for a dead human being.
Exactly. And it's not like, oh, I'm untouchable.
Yeah. You look like a piece of shit. I'm sorry. You look like an idiot.
And obviously nobody on the coaching staff is
doing anything,
treating him any differently, or like making him realize the gravity of the situation games. And at least having a conversation like, hey, don't do that. And I mean, I don't know if he has any mentors, but it's like, Jesus, somebody needs to get on this kid's side and try to humble him a little bit.
Yeah, it's gonna be interesting to see how it turns out, where it goes from here. Plenty of guys have had weird shit when they were young and then gone on to have really good careers, and some guys have moments like this, and then it's a red flag, and it continues, for
Yeah.
years and years, and it doesn't work out. So it'll be interesting to see which one it is. I think he needs to figure it out, and I think it's kind of fucked. Like, I think the coach
Oh God,
is a
he's just
loser.
a loser.
Every time he talks, every time he opens his
Every
mouth,
time it's just
I'm
like,
like,
oh, it's
I'm like,
boys
dude,
being boys.
I'm like, homie, you're a basketball coach. You're not that fucking rad.
Right.
We not putting these fucking dudes on pedestals,
Yeah.
especially these coaches, man. These coaches that don't really do shit.
Yeah.
Fuck.
It's like,
Mike Krzyzewski won a lot of games and Duke because he got the best players for fucking 3 decades.
yeah,
Fuck
because he was
off.
cheating.
Same as Kansas, same as Kentucky. It is more impressive when the fucking
Yeah.
Badgers go to the Final Four as a fucking team that doesn't get the best guys every year. It's so much more impressive.
Yeah.
It's like, go fuck yourself.
And
you
it's like
guys.
the second NIL appeared and it was kind of even playing field. He wanted nothing to do with it.
Oh, instant whining, instant little pussy ass bullshit. Like, all these other schools that have boosters that have a lot of money, like Oregon, where like the guy that fucking runs Nike is like a booster, like, and they kind of was already kind of doing that. But
Yeah.
now they can actually give people money, like legally. Some of these dudes, like, go fuck yourselves.
Yeah.
College sports are fucking dumb.
I know.
Sports in general, for people that love sports, a lot of it fucking sucks. I get people that don't. I don't get people that are like, man, sports are stupid. Like, no, we enjoy sports. It's like the competitiveness is like human nature, but like the money behind it and the bullshit behind it, it all fucking sucks. Like, if you truly don't like it because of shit like that, I totally get it. Totally get it.
Definitely.
There's points where I question why I still watch sports.
I know. There's times where
all
I'm like,
the
this
time,
is my last
daily.
year. This is my last year. I'm not watching it anymore. I don't
then
know about football. I don't know if I
Right.
can watch it, and then I'm just watching Red Zone every single Sunday.
So I try to, do my best to cheer for guys like Drew Holiday,
Yes.
who's awesome, who's played awesome lately. Love Drew Holiday.
He's so good.
I hope he gets an All-NBA on the All-NBA teams this year. He's
I love him.
carrying the Bucks right now.
I know.
Carrying the Bucks. He's been amazing.
It's so awesome to see them.
Look at us. We did it right
win.
straight to it. Like, go Bucks, go. We just went
Well-
straight into it. We're gross. Humans
We're
are
so
gross.
gross. We're so gross. But at least we know that we're gross.
But everything is that, though. That's the problem. The world is that way. There's always some bullshit behind all of it. So it's like impossible. So I guess you have to find the things you like. And then, when something you don't like happens within it, and try your best to be like, when something happens that's wrong, try your best to, be on the right side of that.
Right.
Not Monday, try not to be a Monday morning quarterback. Try to be like, hey, this Miller guy, it's probably let's see what happens here. That's not to be like, oh, whatever, he didn't have anything to do with it. And then down the road you find out he fucking killed a dude. Like, don't be on the wrong side of it. Be like, come on. I don't know.
Well,
it's weird.
That kind of like Bucks. Did you see the Bucks are selling? One of the owners is selling to the frickin' Browns
I'm so
owner.
fucking pissed about that.
I was like, I don't want that.
I couldn't have been any more. It could have gotten worse. It could not have gone worse.
I know.
The ownership group that was like, yeah, let's pay this fucking piece of shit a bunch of money.
Yep.
In Deshaun Watson, and a team that has not won anything in
Ever.
their history.
Yeah.
And that's now the fucking Bucks, the team that's
Owner.
finally getting it going.
Yeah.
And finally is like really kind of got a good thing going. The city of Milwaukee has a good thing going because of it.
Yeah, and like,
and he's gonna come in and fuck it up.
Exactly, because the owners were such a big part of like getting the Deer District and building the Pfizer Forum, and now you have this fucking dweeb come in who just paid Deshaun Watson an insane amount of money after having all of these sexual assaults on his record.
Dozens.
And he's like, yeah, I'm going to pay this guy. I'm like, I don't want that stink in our building. Like, get the fuck out of here.
Nope.
Like,
it's bad news. I'm not happy about it. I'm worried about it.
Me too. I'm like, when I saw that they were sold and then I saw to who, I'm like, are you kidding me?
I think this is as bad as like, it's like, we're going to let this guy over here. We're going to kick this guy out of ownership here in Phoenix.
Yeah.
Because of this misconduct. We're going to let this guy buy a team that allowed a guy with with worse fucking allegations on him.
Yep.
Deshaun Watson's allegations are worse than the owner of Phoenix.
Yep.
And we're going to let the guy that paid him the most money ever for a quarterback guaranteed, we're going to let him buy a team in the NBA. What the fuck are we talking about?
Right? It's
Like,
so
it's
stupid.
such bullshit. Like, in fact, I'll put this clip up. I'm going to put this fucking clip. I don't put up a lot of the clips where I fucking talk shit. I'm putting this fucking clip up because I'm
Yeah.
not happy about I don't think that an ownership should just be able to sell it to anybody. I think that the fan base should have a say in
Right?
who owns the fucking team because it is state funded shit going
Yeah.
on. Like, it's not like they put up all that money for that fucking building and
No.
everything around that building.
No.
People in the city should have a say in who comes and buys that team. I don't think
Yeah.
you should just be able to fucking sell to whoever you want.
Especially a scumbag like this
Especially
guy.
a
It's like,
scumbag.
really?
You pay a guy like Deshaun Watson
Right.
unlimited money.
And again, let's like take
Bad
even that out
decision.
of it. Let's even take that out of
Yes,
it and look
take that
at
out
the Browns as an organization. It's
Terrible.
a dumpster fire.
Dumpster
it's so
fire.
stupid.
Right. Even if they hinge their whole thing, their whole franchise on this quarterback. And again, take out what he did
Yeah.
or didn't do, whatever. I don't give a fuck. He did it, first of all.
Yes.
Take out that. It's still a fucking terrible decision to bring that quarterback in, get rid of all those fucking players. You guys haven't won shit in years. I'm not happy about it.
No.
I think it's terrible.
And I just had seen it when right before I got on. I'm like, you gotta be shitting me. Really?
For $3 billion.
Yeah.
It's gross. It's gross.
It is gross.
And I don't really know much about the Bucks owner.
I always
also don't
felt
like
like
the Bucks.
they.
I also don't like the Bucks signed some dude that's fucking, got in trouble for anti-Semitic remarks. Like, what the fuck is that? What are we doing?
Yeah. The guy from the Heat? Myers.
Yep.
Yeah.
What did he actually say?
I don't know.
Was it like during like a live stream of like a video game, right?
Yeah, he said he threw out a slur.
Right. It's a little different than being like, and then Kyrie just does whatever he wants.
Yeah.
At least Myers Leonard is being like apologetic about it. He's like, yeah,
Right.
this was wrong and I had to learn. And Kyrie's done none of that.
No.
What did he say? Let's see what he said. The only one I can think of is, I know the only word I can think, I'm not going to say it, but.
No. Yeah.
I imagine that's what was said, right?
Yeah, that's what I think.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Look at this this is insane. What the fuck? So this article I'm looking at says what he says. He says, while streaming Call of Duty, Leonard called other players and it's the F word with asterisk, fucking, I'll say it, and then the word written out fully, and then bitch with asterisk. So they wrote out the word and took out the fucking and the bitch. It's like,
Oh my
you guys are
God.
fucking idiots. So he said effing K bitch, basically.
Oh gosh.
As like total like an idiot.
Yes.
So yeah. We're not happy about the Bucks being sold.
No.
To an idiot.
Yeah.
Go you Packers, go. Speaking of, Aaron Rodgers got out of his dark tank.
He only did it 2 of the 4 days.
Is that what it is? He had to do it for
Yeah.
4 days.
And he only did 2.
Couldn't handle it.
Maybe
He fucking
got
is
his
enlightened
answer.
already.
He
Ready to
got
get
his
his answer. Wild stuff. Yeah, we don't need to talk about that all. I don't give a fuck. I don't care about Aaron Rodgers even a little bit. NBA is what's going on the most. Dame Lillard scored 71 last night. Pretty impressive. Pretty good. Second time this year someone scored 71 points. So I'm starting to think 71 points, not as impressive as it used to be. It definitely isn't because guys throw up. I think he shot like 23s.
Yeah.
I think he attempted like 23s. So
and
it's not that.
And we know what we think about threes. They're stupid.
They're fucking stupid. It's time to go.
Yeah.
It's time to
They
go.
shouldn't be worth more. They should be worth less.
It just isn't more exciting. What about it? What says that is more? They originally added it to make basketball more exciting, to get more people to watch. I think they're going to have to do the opposite to get more people to watch again.
Yeah.
Because it's people who like basketball like us can't fucking stand it.
No. And like when I was watching the All-Star game, what didn't get me hot?
What?
3 balls. You know what got me hot? Dunks. Sweet
Chicks
moves to the
chicks dig dunks. Chicks dig dunks. They don't give a fuck about three balls.
Because want to know what I can do? I can make a three. I can't dunk.
Absolutely, Tara.
So-
Thank you. That was the whole argument before. Like, oh, people like Steph because they can see themselves being Steph. But guess what? They're not. They're not Steph.
They're not stuff.
The three ball sucks. The dunk is king. Even the dunk contest was sucky, and I still had more fun watching it in the 3-point contest.
Yeah.
Mac McClung saves the NBA. Did he though?
Frankie Muniz.
That's
That's who's gonna play him in
the movie?
his movie.
Love it. Love it.
The Nuggets look pretty good.
They're fine. They're fine.
It's so funny. I was watching
Who's
NBA.
playing better than the Bucks? Go
Nobody.
Bucks. Nobody. That's right.
But I was watching NBA today. Yeah. And they showed like who was up, who had the best odds from Caesars to be the MVP of the league. And number 1 was Jokic
With a bullet, I think.
with a bullet.
Like his odds are like
Yeah.
way better than anyone's. to win
2
it.
was Embiid, 3 was Giannis, 4 was
Luka?
Tatum,
Luka?
and 5 was Luka. Maybe those 2 are switched.
Mm-hmm.
And then Tristan Thompson gave his top
Is
3.
sixth?
No, he's not playing. He's an analyst now.
Okay. What are
It's
his
true.
What are his top
For
3?
one, why is he an analyst? Who wants to listen to Tristan Thompson talk?
Yeah. Who was like, you know what I need? You know who I need to
mean-
hear from? Tristan Thompson.
I'm telling you, that's like that Kardashian getting him in there because
Absolutely, it is.
he is.
No
so-
one. It's because he's a face people know now. They think,
Yeah.
But the problem is like
He's not
women aren't gonna.
interesting.
Women who watch the Kardashians aren't gonna watch that show because Tristan Thompson's on it.
Yeah.
Like, what are you doing,
And
idiot? Get
he
our
has a
fa- get-
weird. He has a weird voice, so I didn't.
What's
like,
it sound like?
It's like
Do you like an
much-
impression of it?
it's like, hey, I'm Tristan Thompson. I know that was bad.
He sounds
That's
like Kristen Wiig
it. No. He's like,
doing the Target lady.
yo, I'm Tristan Thompson. I can't do impression.
Oh, racist.
No.
Yo, I'm
I didn't.
yo.
He's like, he goes, I'm gonna do my top 3. It's like a high pitched voice. I'm gonna do my top 3.
Hold on.
Number
Let me pull
3.
up.
Number
let me-
3
hold
is
on.
Jokic. Number 2 is Joel Embiid. Number 1 is Jason Tatum. It's like he just is. It's such a
That's his top 3.
yeah, and he's just cringy
bullshit.
and
Yeah.
I know he wasn't even on his top 3.
Listen. People are afraid of, like, the funny thing is normally when a guy wins, they're like, oh, cool. I guess he is good. Think about how many years LeBron was the MVP that he didn't win it.
Yeah.
Giannis is kind of in that world now where he's not going to win it, even though he's the most dominant player in the league.
You
I
are
trust-
frozen on me. Is it my internet or yours?
Yours.
What the fuck?
Yours has been dog shit all day. So I can see me, and if as long as you can hear me, I don't really care.
I can.
So,
I'll have to up my gigs.
how many gigs you got?
300.
You definitely gonna, huh?
300.
It's pretty good. I feel like. I think we're. I don't know how many gigs we do.
Or
1,000 maybe 10,000. I don't know. We
I
got
don't
gigs for
know either.
days. We got gigs for days. Hold on, I'm gonna do Kristen Thompson talking.
Yeah, Tristan Thompson.
What was your point of any of it? What got us to Tristan Thompson?
Oh, just how he was like hating on Jokic.
Oh,
I know
Listen.
like it's hard because they haven't done anything in the playoffs, so I get it. But it is a regular season
fucking
game.
destroyed. His team gets destroyed by injuries every year. It
Yeah.
seems like. Here we go. Let me get some. Hold on.
Can you see me?
His voice sounds normal, Tara. I'm not even gonna play it. He sounded like
He's like 6'8". He should sound different.
it sounded normal to me.
Mm,
Sounded right. Sounded right. What, you want a big low voice to go along with his big hog?
no,
You don't think he's got a hog?
maybe he does.
If you had to guess, hog or not. We're
Hog.
gonna play a game next week called Hog or Not. It's just gonna be me showing you pictures of athletes. You're gonna say hog or not. What do you think? I think people would hate it.
I would hate it.
I know, that's why I want to do it. Hog or not. Hog or maybe like we should start a website like hot. Remember Hot or Not, and now it's just Hog or Not.
That website was terrible.
It was men and women both, right?
Yeah.
I feel like it was all not. I would flip through and like none of these people are attractive.
Now it's just called Tinder.
Sure. Yes. Or just anything. Social media in general. Either hot and you got a bunch of followers, or you're not and you're us. You're either hot and you got a bunch of followers, or you're not and you're us. Those are the two options. You're either hot and you got a lot of followers, or you're not and you're me and Tara, siblings. Hot or not? Not.
Not.
I feel like I look good. Look at that. It almost looks like I got a.
You're frozen on me, so I can't tell.
I'm still frozen?
Yeah.
I hopefully that's not an issue on my end. It seems like I'm okay on my end, so who knows? I don't want you to go out and go back in.
Right.
Because that'll fuck up everything we got going.
That's cool.
Can I ask you a question, Tara?
Yeah.
You got any hard-hitting questions for your big bro this week?
I do.
Let's hear
Okay. Some of them are hard hitting.
We don't have any emails, so we can do.
Some of them are hard hitting, and some of them are dumb. But here are the hard hitting questions of the week.
Mm-hmm.
If you were walking in the woods, would you be more afraid if you ran into a bear or a wolf?
Sometimes your questions are super boring.
Is this one boring? Because I got two more
like, this is like
from the
Tara,
exact same scenario.
We're not
different
doing them
things. Yes,
Tara,
we are.
We're not a generic pod.
Drew.
That's what Tara, you know how many podcast clips I see online? It's like, oh, are you afraid of bears or jaws? Oh, which one would you be? If you're in the woods, would you rather fall in a hole with spikes or be lifted in the air by one of those noose things that lift you up in the air by your ankle? Actually, that's a pretty good one. I'd rather have the ankle one and then pass out than I get licked by bears with honey on my face. Tara, you're a hack.
Fine.
I guess I would rather run into a bear. No, I'm sorry. A wolf? I guess a bear. I feel like the wolf's gonna come after me. I feel like the bear might go, nah, I'm not into it today. I know the bear would fucking destroy me faster. But it might
might ignore you.
It might just ignore me because I'm hairy and beefy. Like a
Mm.
bear. I am a bear myself. And I think the wolf for sure would be like, I'm getting this motherfucker. Or I'm big and hairy enough where I go, rawr. And that the wolf goes, that's a bear. And fucking Scooby-Doo's out of there.
Mm-hmm. Are you ready for my next question?
Is that all you have is 3 questions like that?
Well, no, but if you're walking in the woods, would
Oh
you
my
be
God,
more
it's in the woods
afraid?
again? Put me in a different scenario at least.
No.
Can you
Would
put me in a different? I want to run into the same 2 things, but maybe put it in a different location, a shopping mall. I don't care, as long as it's not the woods again.
If you're walking through the forest and
No, you will change the type of location. It's fine. It's fine if it doesn't make sense.
if you're walking through West Town Mall and
Madison's best mall, West
and
Town Mall.
would you be more afraid if you ran into a Sasquatch or an alien?
An alien, because Sasquatch been here for years and doesn't seem to be fucking people up.
Yeah.
It just be like, oh dang, Sasquatch real. Where aliens like, oh dang.
And you're kind of like a Sasquatch.
My whole world perspective would have to change if an alien was there. My brain would have to be like, dang, aliens are here. They're real. Not that I'm religious, so it's not gonna like fuck that part of my brain up, but it's gonna be like, dang, aliens are here. But then I'd befriend them. So I guess I'm not afraid of either of them. I'm not afraid of aliens or Sasquatch.
Okay.
What
if
else you got?
you were walking
You can't say the mall again. You got to change the
in
location again.
the sewer and
Okay, yeah.
a giant spider
Mm.
or a giant snake that got like ooze poured on them, so they were real giant.
So they're both big,
Yeah. Which one would you be
like
more
Ninja
afraid
Turtle
of?
big.
Yes.
So a
Which,
giant spider or a giant snake?
yeah.
Dang, Tara. Your hard hitting questions are. Where did these come from this week? What's going on here? Where did these come from?
Just my brain.
Just your brain.
Mm-hmm.
I guess I would be more afraid of a giant spider.
Same.
Just because
I
a
don't
snake
like
would be
those.
like. I feel like giant snakes exist
Oh yeah,
already,
anacondas.
and they're scary, but like they exist. So it'd be like, but a spider the size of like a horse.
Yeah.
No, thank you. It would be
The eyes.
It'd be so.
It
It'd be bad, and it would fucking scoop me up. And
it would like web
I mean,
you.
they're both gonna kill. They're both gonna munch me, but
Mhm.
I feel like the snake would kill me faster.
It would
Maybe
just
not. I don't
swallow you
know.
whole.
Yeah, so I'm not dead right away.
Yeah. So then you'd have to then deal with that being in a stomach
Mm.
of a snake.
I guess I would suffocate probably pretty quick. Where the spider would wrap me up, would bite me. I think the spider. I'm more afraid of the snake because I think the spider would probably bite me, put like venom in me, and I was like, "Ugh," I'm paralyzed.
Mm.
I didn't like the way I did that. Spider would bite me and I'd become immobile. Thank you. And I would probably be more okay with that than
You
just
would-
getting sucked up and suffocating in a stomach of a.
So
What if he took me
wait.
feet first? What if he took me feet first? The snake.
So you're
Yuck.
more afraid of the snake then?
Yeah, because I think the spider's just gonna bite me and I'm gonna. It'll kill me and it'll wrap me up for dinner later.
Okay. Okay. How much would it suck to be stuck in Groundhog's Day loop? What would be the worst part?
Would it suck?
Yeah. It would start to suck.
We didn't talk about Groundhog's Day on Groundhog's Day, did we?
No.
Maybe we did. No, I don't think we did. Would it start to suck? Well, some people claim it's hell.
Yeah.
That movie is supposed to be him in hell. You know that, right?
No, but it makes sense. So what would be
So,
the
yeah.
worst part of it?
The worst part would, man, the worst part would just, I don't know. Just never knowing if it's ever going to end. Because I don't mind. The nice thing is it doesn't have to be repetitive at all if you don't want.
But
Do
some
whatever
of
you
it
want.
is repetitive.
But it doesn't have to be. What do you mean some of it is?
Oh yeah, because you
wake
could
up,
just like go
You can
away.
wake up and just do a different decision. You don't have
Yeah.
to do any. Like there's ones where he tries to leave town. There's ones where he tries to make. He probably banged about 50 chicks in town. I bet he banged everybody in town, male and female. That's my guess. I think he banged. At some point, he's like, "Fuck it, I'm
Did
gonna
he-
try it."
Did he leave town successfully?
No, because there was a snowstorm. He tried to get out of there. Then I think he crashed and died or something.
Oh, yeah.
He wakes and then he wakes up. I would say that's just not knowing if it's ever gonna end. That would suck. If I can't pick that, it would probably be. The fact that I couldn't get like in sick shape. Do you know what I mean? I couldn't like I could better myself a million ways, but I could never like get in sick shape because I
Right.
would never see progress.
Right.
Do you know what I mean? So like I could learn a bunch because he doesn't forget anything. I could better myself that way. I could learn how to do things, learn skills, but I could never like change my like I couldn't get in sick like push ups like just get jacked.
Right.
I'm always the same thick boy I am now. That would probably be the worst part. That I could never like change my look or vibe ever.
I
For the
like
day,
it.
you could get like a haircut,
Right.
but it's gonna be back to the old ways the next day.
That's a good one.
Mm-hmm.
I think
I'm good
for
at
me,
I'm good at things.
I think
I'm good at
for-
questions.
I think for me, it would be just the like repetitiveness of people saying the same thing over and over.
Easy enough to change though.
No, but it wouldn't, because then if you went and like if you saw your mom every day in it, then it would be like she is complaining about the peppers you haven't eaten
You
yet.
don't
and
go
you're
see
like,
her
oh,
that day though. You just don't see her for a couple days.
I know, but then when you go, she's going to talk about the peppers. And you're going to be like, I fucking know. I haven't eaten the peppers yet. And it would drive me crazy.
I guess.
Because that happens in my real life. And it drives me crazy.
Yeah. Moms are repetitive anyway.
Mm-hmm.
It's their move.
Okay. I forgot about some of these. If robots took over the world
Ooh.
and like killing all of humans, oh God. Do you think you could pass as a robot and survive? Or they wouldn't
I mean,
know?
they look like humans?
Yeah, they look like humans.
So they're like skin.
But they can't tell if you're not a robot in this
why not?
scenario. Because it was a scenario I created.
So in this scenario,
yes.
robots look exactly like skin people. Skin and all.
Yes.
And everyone's dead. As far as I know, I can't really tell because they're all robots that look like people. Do I know that? Do I know everyone else is dead? There's a lot of holes in this one, T.
You know, not everyone's dead yet. Like, they're coming to kill the humans.
Oh, okay, so do you think I could fake that? They don't have how do they know then? Do they must have some sort of test.
Oh, well, yeah. There's a robot test.
No, the answer's no. The answer's no. The answer's no. They'd figure me out. The robots are gonna figure me out.
I just was thinking like you could like.
But none of us knew it was robots. Not one of us knew. But they beep bop boop. If a beep bop boop's gonna fool them, come on. I'm gonna say no. I'm gonna say no. I wouldn't be able to fool the robots that I'm a robot.
That was not thought
That's
out.
my guess.
That was not
it wasn't, but we figured it out. No, we answered. I answered.
did.
It wouldn't work.
Okay. What's the theme song of your house?
The theme song of my house?
Yeah.
Can it just be this just like a nice orchestral sound of farts everywhere? Because that's really what it is. It's my toots all over. Here's a toot, there's a toot, everywhere a toot toot. Yeah. That's the theme song of my house.
Okay.
But if I have to pick like an actual theme song, is it a theme song
It's
from
like
a show?
Like if
Or like just any song?
any song.
Doo.
I mean, I think your farts really is the correct answer.
My fart. Yeah, it's just fart sounds. Like a nice fart. Like everybody farts. We all fart. Everybody takes a fart. A giggle over here, a giggle over there. Drew's farting again. It's funny how much Miranda still enjoys my toots.
You can't believe
She
it.
still gets a good giggle out of it. She's good. She's a good gal. I think. Are you working still, Miranda? She has headphones in. I don't know. Miranda, are you still working? I think she might be working. She waved me off like, "Don't talk to me, bitch." She's one of those. She's like that. When Miranda's working, she's working. It's like she's zoned in, and you can do not talk to me. Do not talk to me. Do not talk to me. What else you got for me?
Okay. What childhood game is the most awesome? Capture the flag, hide and seek, or tug of war?
Tug of war sucks.
Yeah.
I don't even know how I got on the list with those other two.
Well, I was just thinking that you might like it because you're strong.
No,
but
nobody
I hate
likes
it.
tug of war.
Okay.
It doesn't really matter who's strong because it's usually too many people.
Hurts your
Nobody
hands.
likes tug of war. Hurts your hands. Tug of war is Tug of war is not good.
Yeah. Like
I'm gonna replace
I
tug
bet
of
you
war.
definitely like farted while trying to tug of war too.
I don't
on
think
the
I've ever
person
even done a
behind
real
ya.
tug of war. I think I did
Really?
tug of war like maybe one time ever. Nobody plays tug of war. It's not a thing people play.
I feel like it.
Annie over is a better one. Or not
Ooh.
Annie over. I'm sorry. Annie over
was a
is
good
good, but most people know what that is.
Mm-mm.
But Red Rover, I would put up there with those other
Okay,
two. It's
well
more of
then,
a traditional
Red
child's
Rover.
game. So it's Red Rover,
Capture the flag,
capture the flag,
hide and seek.
or hide and seek. Here's what I'll say. Something about Red Rover is fun. There's a lot of aspects. Sometimes it was fun, like, oh, I'm holding hands with a girl, maybe. That part of it sometimes would be fun. Like there's a lot of it was like, oh, this is fun. I'm gonna show how strong I am and
Yeah.
I can hold you back. And then you like call. Sometimes you'd call a dude that was your buddy, or sometimes you call a lady that you want to try to run into you. I'm just saying, these are things I thought. We were horny children. Kids are thinking about all that shit all the time.
I'm sure. I
So Red
hated
Rover's
it
good.
as a chunky little thing. I absolutely hated Red Rover because I knew
but
I
yeah,
could break through every fucking arm.
I know no one ever was gonna. When someone
was
got,
like-
caught, I'm like, how did you not stop them?
Right.
I don't know if I've ever seen the game end.
I know.
And to be honest, don't know if I ever saw the game end.
Mhm.
I'm sure we did.
And I wasn't even that chunky, but I've always had issues.
You had speed and density.
I know.
You had
It's a little
speed and
bowling
density,
ball.
like your bro.
It was a little bowling ball.
I don't think that's the answer. Capture the Flag was fun. It was hard to get the game. We didn't play it a lot though. It was hard to get the game going.
Yeah.
I think the answer is actually hide and seek in the dark.
Oh yes.
It's not just hide and seek. It's caveat in the dark. Hide and seek in the dark was awesome.
It was so
Like,
good.
To black out the basement and then hide in the dark was like scary. It was like scary.
It was scary, and you're like,
Even though it was your own basement that you're in,
Yeah.
like you couldn't see shit. Or at night outside,
Yeah.
hide and seek at night outside. Holy shit! Go like, what are the other names for it? Like Ghost in the Graveyard type shit.
Yeah.
Damn. Any variation of hide and seek was probably the best. It was good. I mean, playing during the day, hide and seek, not in the dark. Who plays? Does anyone play hide and seek during the day?
Little kids.
Fuck those dumbasses.
Yeah.
When we were young, we were playing at night and in the dark. Real young.
Yeah.
5, 6 years old. We were playing in the dark.
And it was the worst when you were playing and you were like, oh my God, I have to pee.
Never had that problem.
Oh my gosh. Every time when I first started and I'd be hiding, I'd be like, I'm going to pee my pants.
Yeah, I never had that.
It
That's a chick thing.
must be nervous
I
bladder.
don't ever have to pee. I don't ever have to pee.
I know.
I say that, but today I had to pee so bad. I pee and pooped in public today. That's what I want to know.
Ooh.
I pooped in public. America's #1 sports and entertainment sibling butthole poop podcast.
All right.
You have one more?
I got 2 more.
Shit, let's hear them.
Is there anything you wish you would have stuck with as a kid or something you wish you would have done that likely would have changed your life projection?
Wow, loaded Q, Tara. Loaded Q on that one. Pretty loaded Q. You don't think that my life goal was to be sitting on a podcast at 40 with my shirt unbuttoned down to my belly button, missing half a tooth up here? What are we talking about? You don't think that was my life goal?
Oh my
You think I could have done something different to change that? Why would I do that? Fuck you.
Oh my God.
Nothing.
I just wanted it to be funny, not
Pretty-
upsetting.
Pretty fucking loaded there, if you ask me. Hey, Drew, is there anything you probably could have done back in the day that might have made your life a little easier these days where you weren't trying to be Joey Podcaster 40 on the internet?
Oh my God.
Fucking asshole.
Okay, we'll change that. We won't do that.
It's too
anymore.
late. You did it. Yeah. A million things. How about that? How about the answer is fucking a million things?
Okay.
But I wouldn't have the beautiful lady on my arm that I have now, so it worked out perfect. I love you, Miranda.
Okay, good answer. I said I would have kept dancing because I probably would be dating Zac Efron or Channing Tatum by now because I would have been that good.
Wow.
Yeah,
Step
I
up
would have
3.
been a famous
Step up
dancer.
3. I gotta pee.
Okay.
The pee dance. Pee dance. Dad joke of the night.
It was bad.
Drew's dad joke of the night.
Okay, one more question.
I'm just realizing that my thing's hitting this a lot. It's probably annoying.
Is there something you see kids get to do or did back in the day you wish you would have been able to do?
Honestly, no.
Okay.
I think our childhoods were cooler. I think when we were kids, it was easier and cooler.
Yeah.
Like it was we were outside all the time having a good time, and there's not as much of that. I mean, there's probably a couple technological things like, but I didn't miss not having like the phone and shit. We had video games, so we had enough. Like I feel like we had enough technology as kids. We had video games. That's all you really needed.
Yeah.
And they were, when you're a kid, you don't know that there can be better when it comes to video games. Like the Super Nintendo was fucking rad. I didn't need anything else. No, I say no. Honestly, I don't think kids. I think we had it pretty awesome as kids. In fact, nowadays it's like you got to do more shit. There's more homework. I feel like you got to worry about, like, you know how much I thought about a school shooting when I was a kid.
Not much.
Never.
Mm-mm.
Never. Like I remember when the first big one happened that we like knew about, Columbine. We're like, holy shit. I think
I was in
I think I was in 8th grade.
7th.
Mhm.
Yeah. I wasn't.
I think I was in 8th grade, and then high school happened. We'd have a drill here and there, but
yeah,
it's not like it is now.
Mm-mm.
So I would say no. I don't think there's anything I see kids do nowadays where I'm like, man, I wish we would have got to do
Or
that.
it wasn't
I honestly
just
don't.
this. It isn't just now. It could be something kids did back then that you never got to do, like go to camp or something.
Oh, I guess it would have been fun to do like a summer camp once. That's different though. That's not the same. Like that's
Yeah.
just not having the cash to do so.
Mm-hmm.
I was not having the dough. I didn't even think to even ask to do that. Couldn't even comprehend that being an option.
Right.
But also at the same time, I don't know that I would have wanted to do that because I loved summer.
I know it was fun.
There was like baseball. There was playing with the neighborhoods. We ran around like madmen all summer.
Mm-hmm.
Honestly,
really
I don't
did.
think so. I think we had really awesome childhoods. Honestly, we kind of got to do it. I got to do almost too much. Regret. Going back to the previous question, I kind of got away with everything,
Yeah.
and maybe I should have buckled down a little. Maybe mom and dad should have laid the hammer down a little hard on Andy. They might have needed to. I'm not blaming them. I'm just saying it. Probably could have used the hammer.
A little hammer.
But at the same time, I'm like, again, I don't know. I would change anything. Maybe I would. The only thing I would change from is some of the stuff I did as like root, like
As a bully?
shitty shit. Yeah, when I was that's the only. I wouldn't change like anything else. You know, I would just be less of a bully to people, like, because that's rude
Yes.
and bad. And hopefully a bunch of people aren't holding on to a bunch of shit I said to them, but I'm sure here and there some people like that mother. I'm sure if any of them that see this fucking they see these clips swipe past their face, they're like, that dumb motherfucker. Shut the fuck. Who let you talk? You bully. Though I was a bully that got a lot of people are like, he's a bully, but dang, it's pretty funny. He's being a real piece of shit to me, but I kind of
liked
think
it.
he's kind of fun. Kind of like it. It was so weird.
Yeah.
It was such a weird deal. Yeah. Dang. Is that the last one? Was that all of Tara's hard hitting questions?
The hard hitters.
Dang. It's pretty good. Well, let's move on then.
Okay.
Thank you. Those were good. Let's talk about something I wanted to talk about last week. I forgot to. We don't have any email, so we don't have to worry about that. So we can just talk about that, and then we'll get your grievance. But last week we were going to talk about this, and I've totally forgotten. It just and then it'll kind of be a broader conversation about TikTok and things of that nature. But basically, I sent Tara this thing, and it's this TikTok trend that's going on right now, and it's 2 pictures. Boop boop. It's like a filter, and it's called teenage filter. And there's this big trend going on where it's like older people, mostly women, I'm gonna be honest, who are in there anywhere from their like 30s into their probably 50s, we'll say.
Mm-hmm.
And the bottom picture is the video of them currently, in the top is I'm gonna put quotes around this, their teenage self. The filter just smooths their face out. And for some people, I'm sure it kind of looks like them, because some people, looked like that kind of.
Yeah.
Probably to a point. And so it's just that. And then the woman is like, oh, and then they start to like cry and get emotional about it. And there's like hundreds of these. What the fuck are we doing?
It's insane.
What is wrong with people?
I tried it to see just what it looked like. And
Yeah.
for one, I didn't even look that much younger. And for two,
Oh, dang. He got that good skin.
and for two, it didn't look like me when I was younger.
Right.
And it didn't give me
It
any
didn't thicken you up and boy you up a little bit.
no, and it didn't give me any emotions. And when I watch the people that are getting emotional about it, and they're like, I just want to, if I would have known what I did, if she would know what I know now.
It's fake, Tara.
I'm like, what are you?
None of them actually think it looks like him. I don't. The point is, why is that the
little
trend?
baby Tara?
And why do people hit like on it and like send it around? Like, why are you hitting like on this terrible thing? I should have sent you this other thing, Andy Milikanakis. Or did I send that to you? Is basically Andy Milikanakis
doing it?
Doing like a. He did a stitch. For those who don't know, oldies listen to stitches. You can take a clip like a TikTok you saw and then put yourself at the end of it or somewhere in the middle of it and like basically do a response to it.
Mm-hmm.
Basically, he put up a stitch where the video started that I had seen, and then he, instead of it cutting to what everyone had been stitching to at the same fucking joke, he goes, "Hey, don't do that joke. Do your own thing." Basically, like, what are you doing? Like, why are you doing the same thing? Like,
right.
why aren't you creative? This is Andy Milikanakis,
Yeah.
who's actually kind of popular on TikTok.
Oh,
like
really?
People, yeah. He's a little popular on it.
That's crazy.
Because he's a weirdo.
Yeah.
Because he's a fucking weirdo. But it's like that's what TikTok is, and people don't hit like on that.
No.
Don't like a bunch of dumb old ladies pretend like they're sad that they used to look a certain way that they didn't look.
Well, and it's not even like one of the girls is like,
I think it's fake.
Some of you are wondering why us older people are getting emotional, and it's because when we just we didn't know what we know now, and we didn't love ourselves the way we love each other now, and we should.
Bitch, you still hate yourself. That woman still hates herself. You don't. Like, all that is telling me you've learned. You don't know anything still.
Oh.
That you don't know shit about shit. If you're on TikTok putting that video up, you're a fucking clueless human being.
Yeah.
At 40, at 50. Says the guy putting up TikToks, but it's me but it's not me trying to do trend. It's me doing talking about me having fun.
Yeah.
Trying to be creative in my own way and create my own video. I'm not trying to be somebody else.
It's wild. It's a weird
thing. It's fucking nuts. TikTok is weird. I don't understand why anyone would be like, oh, here's the same bit I just saw.
Yeah, like who wants to keep watching this?
Drives me nuts when I got to see the same clip.
Want to know what else is weird?
Yeah, I do.
When people like stitch.
This is facing my grievance, by the way.
Yeah. When people stitch the same video, like everyone's stitching the same video and they have the same take on it. Like, there was this thing, and it was a girl who was, like, basically on drugs and was going crazy, and someone put up a video of it and called it, like, the, tweaker dance or something. Shut up! I don't yell at you when you're struggling.
I said spit it out.
But he called it the tweaker dance, and then people were stitching it, being like, "You're a fucking asshole," and it was like 1 million people doing it, saying the same thing. I'm like, okay, stop getting this more views, because now it's just getting more views, and like this is stupid. Like, just
right.
Why are you doing this?
Because most people, Tara, are not a creative, like a creative type. We are people, you and I, that like to not that a podcast is the most creative outlet in the world.
No.
But we have done a lot of things like that. Me myself, I like to do a lot of things. Some people just want to be, they just want likes.
Yes, that's what it is.
They want to be seen. So like, why don't I do this thing this other person does? And then other people in the community will like, oh, I'm gonna hit like on this. This is what people are liking.
Mm-hmm.
Like. And then I'll get likes if I do the same thing. And then it's all the same fucking million people liking the same fucking 5 things.
Yeah.
Over and over again.
But sometimes I just wish they were cool. Like, I swear they're never cool.
Yeah. That's the thing, Tara, when something is good, cool, they do beat it into the ground a little too much. But when it is good, also it's hard to duplicate. When it's actually good, it's hard for it to be replicated.
That one, the
Um,
one that you sent me, where it was like my friend surprised me for our wedding, and then it was the friend, and they're like, oh,
oh, that guy's great. That guy
I
does a
was
bunch of shit.
dying. I'm
That's
like,
the
oh
same.
my god.
That's the same guy that does the thing where he's like, "Rah!" and he like
Oh,
yells at.
you sent me
Is the
that
same.
where it's like the brother who was
Yeah, where
like,
he's like a goth brother, and he's
yes,
like
get out
cursing
of
them
here.
and stuff like that. Oh, okay, dickhead. Rah!
Yeah.
Same guy. It's the same guy. He's
so
funny.
funny.
He does a bunch of videos I don't think are that funny, but
Yeah.
then when he does nail them, he fucking nails them.
Mm-hmm.
You know,
Yeah.
just people that do really good stuff and it's hard to duplicate
Yeah.
when it is good and an original. I mean, who's really gonna be able to pull that off? Do you know the other thing that happens that drives me nuts? Basically, it's this generation's repeat quotes, like people that just would say the same quote all the time from movies and stuff like that. TikTok does it now, where it's like, but uh, listen, nothing makes me happier than the fact that Tim Robinson is a fucking giant star because of love his show
Yeah.
and TikTok. But everyone just fucking post his like clips from his show and like uses those as responses, like it's they're like the most creative person in the world. Like, you didn't create this. You are not Tim Robinson. Get the fuck out of here.
Yeah.
Like, again, it's good for his brand,
Mm-hmm.
but like, I don't like that people get a bunch of likes for just posting a clip of something funny that someone else did.
Yeah.
He did it. He's funny.
Yeah.
You're not.
Yeah.
And now they're catching on to Detroiters. Now the Detroiters are coming around, which does make me happy.
Do you think they
'cause
could
maybe
get
we'll
another season?
Maybe we could get a third season of Detroiters because his show's so popular.
Yeah.
It would be amazing if we got a third season of Detroiters.
Well,
Tara.
what's
It would be
crazy about it
amazing.
too is, but like Sam's freaking everywhere, so who knows if he's even gonna have time to, because he's literally
He would.
everywhere.
He would.
It's
they
his
would-
best friend.
The thing is, if there's a third season, they're together all the time.
Yeah.
I follow Timmy Boy on Instagram,
Mm-hmm.
and they're always together in the pictures.
Yes.
I think that if they were going to make a third season of it, they probably would get offered a lot of money from like someone who bought it, Netflix or Comedy Central. I think they would. He'd be like, "I'm going to do that. Of course,
Yeah.
I'm going to do that."
Ugh, I was
'Cause
so
also
bummed
when
when
he-
it didn't get a third season. Hand up, I was
But
pissed.
I was too. But if we didn't have, if it did get a third season, we probably don't get. I think you should leave.
Yeah.
Which is like my favorite.
Yeah.
Thing. Detroiters. I don't know if I like it more. They're different. I like Detroiters. I miss it, but I think you should leave. Guys, if you haven't watched, I think you should leave on Netflix. There's 2 seasons. There are only 6 episodes each season.
And they're
Watch
quick.
all of them today. And they're quick and
Yeah.
awesome. And they're the best sketches in the last 20 years. Since probably Chappelle's Show season 1, I would say. I don't think
Yeah.
it's close. Like, Key and Peele had some good stuff. SNL
Yeah.
hasn't had anything good for 20 years. Check out. I think you should leave it and watch it. Detroiters, though, is what if you really want to watch a fun 2 seasons of TV. Detroiters is awesome.
Yeah, I love it.
D2 Roy. So yeah. I feel like we had a pretty good run. We could probably roll. So let's do your grievance. Wait, was there anything else about any of that you want to talk about? The TikTok thing, I don't know if we totally got into it.
It's dumb.
I think we basically covered that. It's fucking stupid. Stop it.
Stop
Like-
pretending to cry.
Just to stop being a fake fuck for clicks.
Yeah. Not everything is sad.
It's not even, and there's no way anyone, listen, it's really funny when I do the clip. It doesn't work as well on guys. I think it works
Yeah.
better on girls because it kind of just looks like a young teenage girl. But on me, it's funny because my beard's still there. So just like this smooth face and then my like Amish beard. And I'm like, oh, I should have put up a. me
Well,
crying
this
about
is
it.
what's weird about it. It's like, do you cry when you look at younger pictures of yourself?
Exactly. Shut the fuck up.
And no is the answer. So
Right. What are you talking about? It looks less like you than a picture
Yeah.
of yourself that you could look at any point in time.
and it's not like
Yeah.
you look super young either.
Right.
You like you said, you just look kind of like a
Weird.
filtered version of yourself right now, which is not what you look like when you were younger.
There's also a new filter. Have you seen it? It's like Glamour or something
No.
where it's pop. People are like, oh, wow, this should be illegal. And again, they're all doing the same shit. But I will say this about it. Like, it's such a good filter. It looks so real. It's like, it looks like someone that does really like did their makeup a lot.
Yeah.
Like, and then when it comes off, I'm like, oh, I did not expect you to look like that. It's kind of wild. And it's like,
And you're like, gross.
and they like put their hand, and then I do normally like, but they put their hand on their face and stuff, and it like doesn't go away. It's like, oh wow, these filters are getting fucking wild. It's
Oh.
like catfish. Like, you know how when you put, usually you gotta fuck the filter up.
Yeah.
This filter handles it very well. You can still tell it's a filter to a point, but not really. The first couple times, I was like, and then they're like, this is not what I look like, and then they took it off. I'm like, oh, it is not what you look like.
I want to try it.
I put it on
to
me. I gotta be
see.
honest. I put it on me. I looked good. I looked good.
And then you took it off and you were like, ugh, catfish?
No, I look like. And then I like, oh, I look like me.
Yeah. I'm
I look
gonna
like me
have to
now.
try it because I've never seen it.
It's called like glamour or something or other.
Right.
I don't know. Hold on, let me look it up quick, just so I can tell you about it, so you can look it up. It's like glamour filter. While I'm doing that, hey everybody, you should email us. We got 0 emails this week. MELLONfights. It actually gave the email out last week. MELLONfights, MELLON fights @gmail.com. Check us out on Andyland Entertainment on Instagram. Check us out at MELLONfights on TikTok. We actually had a pretty good run on, not for our new video, but for an older video. We had a pretty good run this weekend on Instagram. What is this filter called, Terry? You can email us. Definitely email us some ideas. Some hard, maybe email just me. Tara doesn't get to see the emails. Maybe some hard-hitting questions for Tara.
Ooh, I like that.
For Tara. Tara, I also think you should do what you did last time on Facebook and get people to see what they want us to talk about.
Okay. I'll do it.
Each night.
Each week.
I think that's a fun idea. I thought it was good. Hold on. Let me look for this filter. I don't even know how to look up a filter. I'm going to be totally honest. This is face age. That's wrong. That's just a girl trying to show off her body. It has nothing to do with her face. To be totally honest with you there.
Be totally honest with you.
To be totally honest, that girl's trying to show off her body, not her face. Which is fine. I get it. Tara, I can't find this. All of a sudden, I can't come across this. Bold Glamour, it's called.
Bold Glamour.
Bold Glamour.
Okay. I'll take a picture of it to see.
It's like they had their makeup professionally done, but it doesn't just do make it like it
Thins
sucks
out your
everybody's
face.
cheeks and come in a little bit for everybody. Contour itself is not going to do this. I promise you that. But everyone looks like a totally different. They look good, but it's not them. This girl is attractive in both versions of it. Oop! I accidentally hit like. I got to get that off of there.
Can't fuck up that algorithm.
Yeah, it's too late. I just don't want people to know them. I don't want people to think I'm just liking it. I don't want people to think I'm just liking random biatches out there. Have I told Tara? Did I tell about this other one that's going on? I showed Miranda this. It's this other TikTok trend. I don't know if you've seen it, where it's like girls flashing. Have we talked about this?
No.
Yeah, it's like but they don't just literally like just flash the camera. So it'd be like a door. It's insane. I'm like, what are these? I don't know how old these girls are. I don't know if some of them are even legal to be doing it. It's wild. But basically, it's like a door, and they're everywhere. There's a million of them. Basically, a door. So like a door will be a jar, right?
Okay.
Like you're looking to a room, and the door is a jar, like
Yep.
6 inches, and then they'll just be like a nipple and boob kind of poke, not the whole boob, but like just enough. Where like, oh, that's a boob. Or there's a mirror in the back, and they are standing where you can see their reflection in the mirror, and they'll do it and then put it down, and like it's so wild.
Is that legal?
It's wild. I mean, legal. I don't know, but I don't.
Is it TikTok legal?
Is it against TikTok guidelines? I do believe it is.
Yeah.
You're not allowed to do nudity on TikTok, so I think a lot of them get banned. So I think a lot of people doing it now. I don't think it's a lot of like normal people doing it. I think it's a lot of people like OnlyFans and stuff, and then they just create a new one. They don't care. They're like, cool, this is my burner, just to try to get some follower. I think that's the move. That's my guess. I haven't seen like when it happens, it's never like, oh, that's like a normal girl. It's mostly like, I'm guessing like
people are OnlyFans.
Only like trying to get people some traffic towards their site. But then there's another trend off of that where it's this is maybe our new thing. It's called Oldies Talk TikTok, so other people don't have to watch. So our like older friends don't have to watch TikTok. Where it's like girls going like, I really want to try this trend that everyone's doing. They're talking about that trend. They're like alluding towards it. Like, should I? I don't know if I should. And then they don't. But that's a big trend.
And then
too.
they do it?
No, they don't. It's
Oh.
just the trend is them saying I should
I
do that
should
trend.
do
It's like a
it.
cute girl being
Mhm.
like, oh, just to like give the like the idea.
Just so someone
toward,
watches
like,
the whole
hey,
thing.
yeah, it's like, oh, maybe I'll see if they did do it. They'll like
Mhm.
click it. I guess the idea is, my guess would be to click into their profile and see if they did do it.
Yeah.
That's
Dopes.
my guess. That's my guess. I don't know. I was thinking about doing it. I was thinking about having my like little whoopsies. TikTok, look out. Do not cancel me. Bleep, blop, bloop. Should I put that up? Should that be one of our clips this week? Is a little slippery nippy?
Yes.
That's basically the trend. Hold on. It'd actually be more like, hold on. They'd be like, be kind of like, it'd be like, oh, hold on. It'd be like, oh, like it'd just be peeking out like that. And then,
Oh my God, I
it's
hate it.
Tara, it's nuts. It's
I don't
everywhere.
like it.
It's everywhere, Terry. So
It's not in my
I was gonna-
algorithm.
I was going to say, well, you probably don't stop and look at it. Like,
I don't really go
can't
on
lie.
it ever.
I'm a man. They're definitely sending girls to my algorithm.
Yeah.
For sure.
Yeah.
Fuck, it made me forget what I was going to say there, though. It made me think of something. Dang, blended. What was it? I forgot what it was. Oh, I got a haircut.
Oh,
You probably can't even tell.
you're pretty blurry today. Look out, Matthew McConaughey. You didn't hear that?
What's that?
I said, look out, Matthew McConaughey.
And oh, no doubt, that's the vibe, right? It's hard to tell because I was wearing a hat all
hat.
day, but it's pretty good. It's gonna grow out a million times better.
Where'd you get it
No
done?
doubt about it. The place over by our old house that I used to get it cut at, they charged me way too much though. Like way more than they said it was gonna be.
Oh
And
gosh.
I think she charged me. I'm really irritated by it.
Yeah.
It's supposed to be like $60. It was more.
What a bitch.
She shampooed it, and I think she just added like she blow dried it even though I didn't ask her to. She shaved the back of my neck. I feel like she charged me for all of it. Did she do a good job? She did an okay job.
Bad business though to give a fake quote.
It says right online, $60 for a haircut.
Yeah.
And that was for like you can do like it even had men's haircuts for
Mhm.
less, even with long hair, less.
Yeah.
But I just selected haircut because I was like, I don't know, my hair's kind of long. I don't know what you're gonna have to do, so I just picked haircut,
Yeah.
which is supposed to be less. So it was the owner, so you know how sometimes the owners will charge more than the other people, is that sort of thing too. I was
Yeah.
like, whatever, bitch. She was from London. She also was like, you know, when you're talking to a haircut lady, a stylist, and it's like it's got to be a real conversation, a real back and forth. This was not that. She just wasn't listening. There was no real listening going on. I hated it.
Yeah.
Like, this is like pulling teeth, this conversation. Like, you're not even listening to me. To the point where it was like, at the beginning I said, I haven't got a haircut in 2 years. I literally said I haven't had a haircut in 2 years. Blah, blah, blah. And I talk, then at the end, she was saying something like, oh man, yeah, wow, 2 years. Like, she's like, well, I'm like, yeah, no one's touched my hair. I haven't got a haircut for 2 years. She's like, you haven't got a haircut for 2 years? I'm like, it's the first thing I fucking told you. Idiot. Women, am I right? They only want to hear themselves talk.
No, I was gonna say people from London.
London? Oh, Tara, xenophobic towards Londoners.
Okay, British people. I struggle with them because they have a different.
Accent?
No, they have like a different
Upbringing?
personality.
You hate, Tara, you hate different people so
no,
much.
they have a different
The thing about
personality.
you is you hate people from other
No.
places.
They're like
That's
very.
what I've learned about you.
No, they're very dry and they are hard to read, and I struggle with them.
No, this wasn't that.
Oh,
I don't have a problem with that. This was very much
I
like
do.
she only wanted to hear herself talk and just wasn't even, there wasn't ever like a response to what I was saying. It was more like, or she'd hear and like, cool, let me tell you a bunch of things about me that had to do with that. Hated it.
That's the worst.
Tara, have a Tuesday.
You didn't even ask for my grievance.
Tara, it's 40. We're
That's
an hour
fine.
40
I don't
in.
need it.
We grievanced enough.
I'll remember it next week.
Hold on to it.
I will.
Say what it is and and then we'll talk to people about it next week.
Road rage.
What is it?
Road rage.
Road rage. We're talking road rage next week with Melon Fights. Tara, have a Tuesday.
Have a Tuesday.
Have a Tuesday.
Have a Tuesday.
Ba-da-ba-ba-ba.
Melon
Fights.
fights.
Was I frozen that whole time?
You got unfrozen at the very end.